My name is Casey James, and this is a video for my ePortfolio in my master's degree for educational administration. To start, the first page has all of the instructions and rubrics for what I was to do for this ePortfolio, and it's very beneficial for that. The next part is some of my background information. I have a link here to my artifact folder that has access to all of the things that I have done. I have my goals that I created over a year ago, maybe 2 years ago now. And this kind of gives a little bit of my background about a teacher and some personal information. I listed my goals here. These are my personal goals, going to concerts. And this one right here, to begin my PhD in agricultural education, that's actually what I'm doing next year. I'm not going to go into administration right away. I am going to get my PhD in ag ed, and I really think that this master's program is going to be really beneficial as I teach pre-service teachers. I'll be doing an assistantship, and so I will have some college classes that I will be teaching. And I think my insight on this administration, everything that I've learned through this degree is going to be really beneficial as I'm working as a teacher educator. My next one is my leadership philosophy, and this is something that I wrote about, how I feel as a teacher and what I value in education, what some of my personal leadership styles are, and how I believe that would help me as an administrator in the future. Next, I have my program of study, and this has all the semesters that I took each class, and the same thing on the program timeline. Then I have my resume, which I need to update because coming up in just like 30 days or so, I will be getting a new job. And I'm excited to update that as I go on to pursue more education and more classes. And then the next one is all the activity components that I had to do. So for the activities that I had to do, the annotated bibliography, I was blown away by how much time it took. Not because it took me a long time to necessarily read the articles, but just finding articles that I thought were valuable and really met the theme that we were being asked for the 11 different themes that we had to answer. So this took a long time, but I thought it was actually really beneficial to kind of review, a lot of the things that I'd learned about my master's program. And I thought it was just a nice ending to be able to think about some of that stuff again. Again, it took me so much longer than I thought. I started on it over Christmas break and finished it just a month ago on like March 30th. My activity log form and spreadsheet, I completed an activity for each of the standards, and I think I had a couple extra on there too. And I think I ended up with 153 hours towards the degree. And then I printed this off, and I sometimes work a little bit better when I have printed off things that I can hold in my hand and read. And so I had this printed off, and I made notes on it on my printed off copy that that listed out the activities that I planned on using for the different standards, and that really helped me stay organized, and it made it a lot easier when I went in to make my slideshows for each of the different levels. This is my district level activity artifact slideshow. I had several different activities that I had completed since I started my master's program that I thought worked really well for my district slideshows and those different standards. Then I had my elementary level artifact slideshow. And the same with the district one. I have different links that goes back to my artifact folder. And I have different folders in my artifact folder that have all the slideshows or presentations or whatever linked on there. So if you go throughout these, you will see those different links, or you can just click on the actual picture itself. And then it's the same with the secondary level artifact folder and slideshow. I had a few more than I actually needed for my secondary slideshow because I am a secondary teacher, and so I felt like I had more activities that kind of fit in with that one. The next portion of my portfolio is the administrator verification document, and I only had my high school building principal do a document for me. I had like the best relationship with him, and honestly, spring is such a busy time for everybody to try to finish this up. So trying to get in contact with our superintendent or the elementary school principal just became really, really difficult. And the direction said that we only required one. And so given my time and everybody else's time, I did just one. So that is listed here. I had a good long talk with Mr. Beckham, our principal here, and he was actually kind of blown away at all the things that we have to do to get a degree in administration compared to what he had to do when he went through it several years ago. So I really enjoyed being able to talk to him and kind of pick his brain over the last year or so, getting some information and insight on being an administrator. My next part is the program reflection, and I was pretty honest in a lot of this stuff. There were some things that I was frustrated with this portfolio, and I went ahead and put that all in here. I didn't really hold anything back because I wanted to be really, really honest in my reflection of this program, and you can find that all here. And finally, we come to the portfolio highlight video, and that is what I am doing now, and I will get that uploaded momentarily. I'm really excited to be able to say that I have a degree in administration. It's been a goal of mine for several years, and even though I'm not going right into administration now, I am excited to use the information that I have learned from this program as I go on to get my doctorate. So thank you.